If you've not raced gravel before, you might think it's an easy pedal on quiet roads in the middle of nowhere. Think again. Gravel racing can be brutal with some of the toughest terrain and conditions you'll encounter on a bike. In this video, we're going to look at 5 workouts that can help you prepare for gravel racing. One of your staple rides for gravel racing is a long hills ride. The trend for gravel races is that they're longer than your typical road race and can be upwards of 4 hours, so your training needs to reflect this. As you get closer to your target event, try and simulate the parcourse as closely as you can in your training rides. Long hills rides on gravel are going to be one of the best training rides you can do to simulate the event. Measure your efforts on the climbs. There are likely to be a lot of them, and the event don't want to run out of energy halfway through. The start of gravel races can be very hard, especially if there is a key section on the course soon after the start, like a climb or a piece of single track, where positioning is key. You know the start of the event is going to be hard, so you want to prepare yourself for that. One of the ways to do this is with a mixed interval intensity workout. Start off with 1 minute well above threshold and push hard for the whole minute. Then you'll want to drop down to threshold for 3 more minutes. It's going to hurt, but recovery is coming. The final part is you get to back off another gear for 5 minutes at tempo pace. After a 5-minute recovery, you can do it all again. Start off with 3 of these and build up to 6 or more. If you add this workout to your training plan, it will prepare you for your event. Many gravel events have short, steep climbs in them. Tackling climbs like these is easy if you are prepared for them. Typically, you'll find that there is not just one steep climb, but many, so the easiest way to prepare for this is to do repeated efforts. When we say steep, we're usually talking about 8% plus. Many events have climbs that are 15% or more. The one saving grace about steep climbs is they're usually not very long. For this workout, find a steep gravel hill near to where you live. You're looking for something that will take you 1 to 3 minutes to climb. After a thorough warm-up, start climbing to above threshold. You may find yourself in zone 5 and 6 power in order to get up the climb. Once you have completed the climb, descend to the bottom and recover for 3 to 5 minutes and then repeat. If you've never done this workout before, start with 3 or 4 repeats and build up to 8 over time. Try to keep your cadence at 70 to 80 RPM. If cadence drops below 60 RPM, find something a little less challenging until you're strong enough to climb something steeper. Gravel events can also have much longer climbs. This next workout is going to help with this. After warming up, find a long, steady climb. You're going to complete 3 to 6 climbing intervals. Each interval is 6 minutes long and is completed at 100 to 105% of FTP. Stay seated and keep cadence at 70 to 80 RPM for these. Recovery time is typically about half the length of the interval. An example of this would be 5 to 6 minute intervals with 3-minute recoveries. You can do the recoveries by either going much slower up the climb or turn around and go back down to the start and repeat. One other thing you're going to need for long gravel events is fatigue resistance. This is the body's ability to not get tired and still perform even after several hours of riding. Tempo Zone 3 workouts can be used to improve this. Zone 3 is 76 to 90% of your threshold power. Intervals in tempo workouts are long, 50 minutes or more of Zone 3 riding with a cadence of 75 to 85 RPM. You can start off with as little as 30 minutes of tempo within an endurance ride and build up from there. Use 15-minute intervals initially, then you make them longer until you can continually ride for 60 minutes or more at tempo pace. There you have it, our top 5 workouts for gravel. There are links in the description below where you can download all the workouts we've been talking about. If you have any questions about these workouts, please leave a comment below. If you need a coach, please drop us a message and don't forget to subscribe.